Welcome and welcome back to the Ladies of Truth, where we come to uplift and inspire the minds of our brothers and sisters. I'm Princess P, the social media liaison, and this is my special guest.
Hi, I'm Princess Lashara, aka Jakayla. I answer to both. I'm so excited to be here. With today being Valentine's Day, we're going to talk about self-care. What do you feel about that?
Okay, so I came up with this topic about a month ago, and it's been like sitting in my spirit for a while. And like every day I would, me and you used to talk about self-care all the time. Every time I see her, we're talking about self-care. And one day I was asking God, like, what really is self-care? Like, we used to say, like, we're gonna get our nails done, we're gonna get our hair done, our makeup done, we're gonna go buy new clothes. And it came to me that self-care isn't just about your outer appearance, your outer self, the things that other people can see. It's also about the stuff that's on the inside, because what's on the inside is gonna come outside. So I started to learn and teach myself basically, like, self-care isn't just the way that you look, the way that other people, that's the first thing people see is your face, your body. So it's much more than that. It's deeper beyond that, because certain people can look at you and see what's really on the inside. And you can be so beautiful and come across as this great person, but on the inside you can be torn up. And that is what really matters, because you can be walking around suffering, but you look beautiful on the outside.
Yeah.
So I said, do the work on the inside so it'll show up on the outside. So people are able to see your light when you don't have makeup on, when your eyebrows aren't done, when your nails aren't done. People will be able to see your light because it's coming from within, not the highlighter you got on. It's inside. So I used to go to the nail shop every 2 weeks with my mom and my sister. We used to get our nails done faithfully, my eyebrows done faithfully. But the work that needed to be done on the inside wasn't being done. So everything going around, I had money in my bank account. I thought I looked pretty on the outside. My clothes were nice. I had the best shoes on. But on the inside, I was really suffering in silence. And I had to really recognize that and learn how to take care of what's on the inside. So now when people see me, it's not just, they can say that I'm beautiful even though I think that my outer isn't up to par, because they see what's in here and not just what's here.
And to piggyback off of that, you also have to have a pure heart. If you don't have a pure heart, it's just like, you're ugly. You just ugly right on the outside. And not just because, like, you may be really, like you said, you may be really pretty, but your heart may be trash. Like, you might treat people wrong and talk down on people, and that's not right. And to piggyback with her saying, like, on the outside, like, with getting her nails done, it's okay to get your nails done, to get your feet done.
Yes.
But is that really making you feel happy? Like, I can get my hair done, I can get my nails done and my feet done, but I could be sad as ever. Worry about what's going on in my real life, worry about my financial health, worrying about my mental health. So it's important to make sure that you take the time out to learn yourself, to love yourself, and to truly love yourself. Because how could you love yourself and then want a boyfriend and you don't even know how you feel inside?
Exactly.
You can't love yourself. Like, I can tell Shavonna right now, I love you, but I don't love myself. That don't work like that.
And you'll be able to feel that from another person. How they say it goes from heart to heart, to breast to breast. If somebody doesn't have it here, you can't share it abroad. Charity starts at home. So I would say that I personally was using the stuff that's on the outside as a distraction to myself, really distracting myself and other people from what was really going on, because I decided not to face the facts. I made that decision not to really analyze what was going on up here, because your mind is where everything begins. Everything that ever was created came from a thought. So if the world and your whole entity was created from a thought, that's how powerful your mind is. So in order to be the best that you can be, in order to make it to where you want to make it to, your mind has to be there. You have to to do the things and set the proper preparations for your, not just your outer appearance health, like your self-care, but your mental health, your financial health. What's the other ones?
Self-love.
Yeah, self-love. Like, all of those things have to be in order.
Yep. And to piggyback off of that, like, drinking water, making sure that you're drinking water. Like, some people, they want that clear skin, but you drinking pop, you drinking juice all the time, you drinking chips. You can't do that if you want a clear skin. And so, like, I wanted a clear skin, so I stopped on drinking so much juice, and I started drinking more water. Another way to cleanse yourself is drinking tea. And people think that that's crazy, tea tastes nasty, and I always used to say that. But tea really does help you on the inside.
You guys have a question. I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but the question came from Eris. She said, love this topic because, yes, sometimes it is easy to beautify the outer, but how do you guys think people can work towards purifying their heart and making that beautiful as well? It's easy to say you love and care for yourself, but what about people who aren't familiar with that?
I can say that spending more time with yourself. Everybody wants to be around everybody while they're getting themselves together. You can't do that. Because how are you going to get yourself together? How are you going to know what you truly like? Like, what is your actual favorite food? Not for what you see on social media. What do you feel? How do you feel when you eat that food? So it takes time to just spend time with yourself. Learn what you like, learn what you don't like. Learn what you want to, how you want people to love you, and how you want to love yourself. So I would say spending time with yourself.
And I would say that in self-reflection. You have to take inventory.
Accountability.
Inventory and accountability. Once you realize, oh, this is the way that I got to this point, and it was a roadblock there. Or this happened to me, and this was the trigger to these types of events. Now you know. You analyze the situation. You saw what mistake you made. You held yourself accountable. So when the situation came up again, you're able to move past it. So what she was saying before our question, I had wrote down, people want to have their cake and they want to eat it too. And in order to change, sacrifices have to be made. Sacrifices have to be made in order for there to be a change. So if you want to lose weight, you have to change the way you eat. You have to change your habits. If you want to stop smoking cigarettes, or you want to stop drinking, you want to stop doing certain things, a sacrifice has to be made in order for those things to happen. Like she said, if you want clear skin, if you want your kidneys to function properly, you have to drink water, not just pop, not just alcohol. If you want to better your life, don't drink every single day.
And to piggyback off of that, my grandma always told me, if you keep on eating hot chips, baby, you're going to end up like me. Simple. And she was sick, and that's because she had poor eating habits. But now I watch what I eat. I barely eat any hot stuff. And to also, with her saying sacrifice, me and Shavonna right now, we are doing this thing where we're doing our savings.
Yeah.
And that's another way to show self-care, because, and it sounds crazy because you don't want to depend on nobody. You want to be able to be independent as well. You don't want to always have to depend on everybody to do this for you, depend on people to tell you that you're beautiful. You should be able to look in the mirror and be like, dang, I look real good.
Regardless if your hair is done,
exactly,
your nails are done, you have to
wig off, lashes off.
Exactly, in yourself regardless. Because what you really have to realize is that all of those things is of society. That's what they put out there to make you feel like you're inadequate if you're not dressed a certain way, if your hair's not done a certain way. When who tells you that? Like, you can do whatever you choose to do.
It's a mind thing.
Exactly.
And we was just talking about it, I don't know, was it yesterday or Sunday? Whichever one it was, I brought up Christian Rock.
Yeah.
And her past is why she's the way she is. Everybody just see her as ghetto and this, that, and the third. But I say that too as well with the self-care. You have to be able to not kill that child mindset, but kill it. To be able to come into the adult mindset. And I told you that as well. I wanted to be the same way that I was when I was younger, but I had to change. I had to come into the young woman that God wants me to be.
you all have a comment. It's from Taeyshia Cleopatra Schaefer. She says, yes, hermit mode will put you in place. She meant to say places. In places where you won't even want to be around other people, because it's when the ugliest part of you the ugliest parts of you are revealed to you. Yeah. You can't force or you can't focus on bettering you if you consistently have other people around distracting you.
And she know of that, because I even told her, like, I wasn't myself at one point, and I was always over Taeyshia's house, and she knows of that. But in order for me to heal what I was going through, I had to go home and deal with it on my own, because not saying that Taeyshia couldn't help me, but I needed to help myself. You need to spend more time with God. That's another way to do self-care. Yeah. To spend more time with God, to learn about God, to read your Bible. We say that all the time. Get you a Bible, read it. Or I do this thing where the quotes come up on my Bible app, and I go in my notes and I write how that reflects on my life. What can I do to show that? Like my leader said, you have to put yourself into the Bible in order to really understand what they were saying. Yeah. You know?
Mm-hmm. So here's my quote, which is what triggered the whole topic to begin with. Mm-hmm. It says, the deepest form of self-care is building a life you are in love with. And that is often a very unbeautiful thing. It means making a spreadsheet of your day and enforcing a morning routine and cooking yourself healthy meals. No longer running from your problems and calling the distraction a solution. It means looking your failures and disappointments square in the eye and re-strategizing. It is not choosing your intimate desires. It's letting go. It is choosing new. It is disappointing some people. It is making sacrifices for others. It is living in a way other people won't. So maybe you can live in a way other people can't. Mm-hmm. It is becoming the person you know you want and are meant to be. Someone who knows that salt baths and chocolate cake are ways to enjoy life, but not escape from it. So that's basically sums up our whole topic in a nutshell. It's basically saying that don't only use the things that we said, like the facials, massages, and breaks from work, and all the stuff on the outer appearance. That's good. It makes you feel good to a certain extent, but at some point you have to, like I said, take a look at everything that you're doing and see if all of the stuff that you're doing for the outer appearance is really helping you in your daily life. Mm-hmm. Because your life can really be in shambles, and you not even know why. Mm-hmm.
You summed it up.
Oh my God.
You summed it up. That's all. I feel like to piggyback off of that, it just goes back to saying, like, you have to go into that dark place. How could you know how a dark place feels if you've never been there?
Yeah. So how can you tell somebody how to get out if you've never been there?
You've never been there. I can't pick Shavonna up from something that I never been through. Now, but also we said yesterday that I didn't know, sometimes I don't know how it feels to be in that situation, but if we got that heart-to-heart relationship.
Yeah, you'll feel it when I'm feeling it.
Exactly. And then I could be able to pick you up and tell you, no, sister, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's how it is with me and my sister. Like, that's how close we are. Whenever she's going through something, I'm the first person that she comes to. Even though I'm younger than her, I still have experienced everything that she's experienced. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you're going through something, whether it's with a relationship, whether it's something mentally, whether it's financially, when you're going through it, there's a veil over your eyes. So you can't really see the true nature of things. So me being right there next to you, I have a different perspective. So I'm able to tell you, do this, do that. This is not helping you. This is not working. And it's up to you to make the decision on your own, because I can't make it for you. I can yell at you till you blue in the face to try to make you do the right thing, but it's your decision to do that. That's not up to me. Once I've told you what the Spirit gave me, it's up to you to make the preparations.
Yeah, because it's your life, it's not my life. I can't live your life for you. I can't give you advice and live it too. That don't work like that.
Exactly.
I can only give you advice, help you get yourself up. If you don't want to take the advice, then so be it. Take it up with God. That's what I tell people. Just take it up with God, because at the end of the day, God has more power than I ever do. So how could I help you if you don't want to take my help for real? It's just all about you being able to just love yourself. That's all we're trying to tell y'all, is to love yourself, to find out what your triggers are, to find out what hurt you when you was younger. It may be that a relationship really, really hurt you, or some people may have dealt with sexual assault. You have to be able to go and dig deep into that.
You gotta open it back up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be pretty. It's
not
gonna be easy.
Sometimes you gotta get ugly for God.
I'm screaming.
You do. You do.
It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be easy because you're gonna have to open up that wound back up after you got your stitches. But sometimes it's not even a stitch. It's a Band-Aid over it. It's hidden. You forgot about it. And when you have to go back and remove the Band-Aid and actually look at the situation and be like, this happened. But I allowed this situation to turn me into this. And now I have to figure out how to turn back without letting this situation affect me.
You all have a comment from Eris. She said, yes, exclamation points. I agree with you about Krishan Rocks. Past and childhood affecting how she is growing. There are kids who have never, it keep on going away. Kids who have never even had a bed/room of their own. So finding that sense of solitude as they grow up is harder for them. Even when they want to be alone, they don't know how. And that's what makes self-care so hard for some. They had no examples. Creating new forms of care is hard. And I love that y'all are speaking on it. J Diggs, Jerron, he gave the hearts. Taeyshia Cleopatra Schaefer said, go ahead, princess.
That's true. I feel like everything that happens to you when you're a kid, that's the reason why you are the way that you are right now. So if something bad happened to you or something unfortunate happened to you and these are the results, when you get older, I feel like once you realize that this happened and this happened and this happened, it's really up to you to stop blaming somebody else and take accountability for that. You can say all day, I don't have no hair because my mom put a perm in my hair when I was 9 years old. That don't work anymore.
You gotta go get you some locks. You gotta go get you some hair growth or I don't know.
Once you got that, exactly. Once you got that, she put that perm in your head. If you
take the process,
girl,
yes, to get it
you
back.
cannot blame her forever. That's just a little thing, but people say that all the time. Like, it's big things like that. Because this person, because my auntie never loved me when I was younger, because my family used to bully me. Okay, now what are you gonna do? You can't blame them because you did this and you did that. It's not their fault anymore. Once you realize that that was the reason why, it's no longer their fault. It's up to you to change your habits. It's up to you to make the proper preparations for you to be better.
Yeah, and you don't have to do what they did. She just had to tell me, like, sometimes you just gotta see the God in people. That's another way
every time
to show self-love, because like if you don't see the God in people, how do you expect anything good to happen from you? If you don't pull out positive energy, the negative energy
they don't see the God within themselves. So they can't see the God within other people. I can look in a mirror and see the God in me because I did the work. I don't just come to church on a Sunday and sing and do this and do that and shout. I don't shout, but
she gonna shout one day. Watch this.
No, ma'am. We talked about that for a whole hour. But I don't just come and do everything for other people to see and be like, oh, she's this and she's that. I put in the time, the relationship, the connection. I put in the time to get it where it is today. And without that, I don't know where I would be, because when I open my mouth, that's not me. God is coming out because he came in. I read the books. Sherron, I've been reading, I've been seeking, and if you seek, ye shall find. And sometimes I don't even read, but I can hear God speak to me because of that connection, because of prayer, because of meditation, because of the time that I spend with him is so important to me, because that's my strength. But Empress Micaiah said, God is the source of my supply. He is my strength. That's real.
You gotta go back to the source. You gotta start at the beginning. You You always got to start at the beginning.
He is your beginning. He's the beginning and the end.
Exactly. And that's why I say again, drinking water, that's a clear understanding. If you copy
It represents a clear understanding if you're anybody.
anybody. So that's a clear understanding. If you want to understand the situation, I mean, if you want to come to church and you want to figure out, you know, what God can do for you, you have to apply the pressure. You have to come in your full armor of God. You got to close out all those other stuff.
Your full armor of God isn't just your robe. Just gonna put
It's
that
your
out there.
mind. It's your mind. If you got a negative mind and you coming into church expecting for a blessing, you might as well go right back out the door.
And don't worry about your crown and all of the jewels and the beautiful, how tall it is and what color it is and all the trim and the crepe.
What it means
all of that.
and oh my God.
Worry about this crown.
Yeah.
This is your crown. This is what you use on a daily basis.
And Prophet David talks about that all the time. Your mind gotta be stronger than your heart.
And we just talked about this too.
Exactly.
Over the phone. Like
Exactly.
when they say don't let your heart be troubled, don't let your mind be troubled. Because when your mind is troubled, your heart begins to be troubled. This is the most important thing you need. What is controlling your mind? Your mind controls your body, but who's in charge up here? Is it other people's opinions? Is it your friend? Is it your boyfriend? Is it the negative talk that your mom said to you when you were a child?
And that's the thing. You said boyfriend. That's what us women have an issue with. We get in a relationship with a man. And we want him, we wanna show that we're this, we're that, so we allow him to control our man. How does he control your man? You always running when he say run. And I know because I've been there. You're always doing this, you're always doing that. But when are you gonna take control and have your own mindset? And that's why none of your relationships work out, because you always allow somebody else to think for you. You will let this man control your man.
Change your whole life around.
Whole life. Now
life.
you got an attitude. Now you're mean to everybody. You used to be nice. You used to be the sweetest thing on earth. Now you're the devil.
I'm screaming.
Don't make no sense.
I was just telling Cleopatra what she was doing in my head the other day. Like, we were talking about how we want to go traveling. And I was like, I want to travel by myself. Because once you're traveling with your significant other, it's like you morph into one. Your thoughts and ideas are the same because you're so close to each other. Even with your friends. When I was younger, me and my best friend, her favorite color was purple, so my favorite color was purple. We started sounding like each other. Our laugh was the same. But you have to be able to have your own mind and know that, and do the preparations to put God up here, put Jesus as the king.
Just so y'all know, this is all part of the self-care.
Yeah, it all goes hand in hand.
Because we are taught God is within you. You're not going to look up in the sky and there go God. Oh,
He's falling down.
No.
Or you need somebody who's going to rain it down like this.
Exactly. You got to look in the mirror.
Individual.
Exactly.
Through you, through her, through me.
You're going to keep working.
Taeyshia Cleopatra Schaefer said your own identity. She also said crying. Sherron A Johnson said,
annoying.
God is coming out because he came in. Okay, girl, I hear you. Also, Sherron A Johnson said, I've been there, I understand. I think she was referring to allowing the man to control the situation.
Okay.
And then Andrea Johnson said, yes.
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
Okay, so these are some things that I found that will help you with all of the umbrellas of self-care. So like we said, the outer appearance, the hair, the nails, things like that. Physical self-care, going to the gym, doing yoga, going for a walk, getting sleep, getting rest. Not just sleep, but rest. Spiritual self-care, which I'm really big on. Because your spirit first. I kept asking myself, how are you feeding your spirit man? You feeding your mouth. How are you feeding the spirit man? That's what's sustaining you. The life sustaining.
Into a big piggyback off of that, I just was praying and I'm like, God, I want you, because I have a spiritual name, a Shara. I want that to endow in me. I don't want to be known as just Jakayla. I want a Shara to begin to show up. When I walk into a room, they don't know me as Supreme Princess Jakayla. They know me as Supreme Princess Shara. And I was just telling you that, like, she just found out her true meaning of her name. And I'm still working on, how to figure out what my name truly means. But I say that to figure out who your true identity is. and your true identity is with God. So you have to be
whoever He wants you to be.
Exactly.
That's why you're here, for the purpose that He's given you.
Exactly.
Whether you know what it is or not, find out.
Find
you
your
don't
gift.
know. Yeah.
So the Trubies wanted to know, what was the 600 for?
Oh, we have 600 members. I was gonna get a person, but there's carpet on the floor and I don't want to vacuum. So I got the 600 and I put the decorations up. Ashara came to help me. But yes, thank you to everyone. And Sharon.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who shared the page, who invited people to the page, so we can get 600 members. We haven't even been on Facebook Live for a year yet, and we have 600 members, and I'm so proud of our Trubies, especially because I be doing all the social media stuff, so I kind of credit myself for a little bit of it. But I was so happy when we hit 600, and thank you to Zelle for adding people to the page, and a lot of people invited their friends. Even some of Caleb's friends joined. So, yes.
And Eric's friends also.
Oh, yeah. Some of Eric's friends, too. Who else?
That's it.
Know? Okay. Well.
You got another comment. It says, from Taeyshia Cleopatra Schaefer. She said, y'all better teach.
We were just saying how we should start our own podcast.
Yeah.
Because
whoa,
we have stuff to say, too. But maybe we can do this like once a month, maybe. I'll think about it.
I say it every other Tuesday.
Talina Rebecca said, it's y'all teaching for me. # proud.
Hey, girl. Thank you.
It's because we be teaching each other.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever we found out something, we went to each other to teach ourselves. So we're able to like kind of get a connection.
I send her TikToks all the time. Anything, that's how we got to doing the self-care things.
Yeah.
Oh, no, remember last year what we did, and I tried to get Taeyshia to do it, but she wasn't obedient. Remember the questions?
Oh, the journal prompts.
Yes. If y'all go on TikTok and y'all look up self-care journals, they will give y'all some questions to ask yourself, and it be getting deep. So you better get ready to be crying.
Had us crying, for real.
No,
I'm sitting there,
you
tears on
find
my
out
page.
you find out really new things about yourself that you didn't even know. Sometimes we cover up so much.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even know like stuff that's been there all along, and then one situation happened, you have a whole breakdown. You're trying to figure out why, and it's because something happened that you hid.
It's not good to hold things in, y'all. You have to release yourself sometimes. Even if you have to do that thing where you write down everything that's hurting you and then set it on fire, because we did that too.
We did. And I don't even remember some of the stuff I put on paper, and I'm so glad.
Me either. I got rid of them.
You all have some more.
I did. He gone.
Jacayla. Read the question.
The comment said, Taeyshia Cleopatra Schaefer said, mercy. You know how she said.
Yes.
And then Katrina Worley said, I'm loving y'all energy.
Oh, thank you.
Eric said, yes, self-discovery. I've been talking about the secrets we all keep for days now.
I've been really, ever since I made my transition to where I am now, it's like, when my lead get up to speak, it's like he's speaking at me, like talking directly to me, and it's like I'm inhaling everything that he's saying, and it's manifesting in my life in a positive way. It makes me want to evoke positive change in my life, and I have. And she knows I work.
Y'all Princess Sister Gracie said, hey, pretty girls.
Hey.
Oh, I'm happy she joined. Sorry.
So yeah, I've been doing, like she said, the self-discovery thing, and I've been looking at the story of Priscilla and how it pertains to my life. And it really does pertain to my life. It's like her and her husband were kicked out of, new rulers came, and her husband were kicked out of their home. And that's kind of how I felt what happened to me. Like I was kicked, not out of my natural home, obviously not, but kicked out of my home, and I found myself outdoors. And there was a safe haven for me that I was able to find. And once I found it, I'm able to grow in Christ, in Christ's consciousness. And it's like when I'm consistently learning, I'm consistently growing and progressing. And the way that I think has changed so much. I was telling her, like, this situation had happened a long time ago. And she was like, I was telling her to, like, find the God in people. And she was like, I
see the devil in people. I'm sorry, I'll be honest.
So I was telling her,
Shooties, right?
Look for the God in people. And I was telling her how I used to pray for God to show me how He sees us. Show me the way that He looks at us as His children. So I will be able to look beyond the outer appearance, beyond the hurt that people put on their heart. Look beyond that and see what their needs are. And she was saying how, I don't know how to do that, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, she was like, do you see the God in this person? And I was like, well, of course I do. Now I see the God in this person because each person had a task, had a part to play in the thing that happened. And the thing that happened was harmful to me. But I'm still able to look at this person and see that whatever job she had to do, she completed it. Because it allowed me to get out of who I believed that I was. Get out of character. And I was being like somebody else. And so that was her task at the point. That was her job, to get me out of character. But because she did that, I was able to make my transition to where I am now. If she would have never did that, I wouldn't be where I am today. Even though I thought that it was wrong, at that point in time, it propelled me here. I took something that was bad and negative, and I made it positive. Exactly.
I can agree with her because first thing Prophet David is our leader. The first thing he said to me was, and he says this to all the members, he don't look at what people tell him about us. And that's always good, and that's what I don't like about people. They determine if they gonna like you by what somebody else told.
Yeah, so if she don't like somebody, then I don't like her. No.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with
ma'am.
That ain't my business. I'm sorry. Get somebody else to do it. No. No.
But I love Prophet David so much because it's like he wants your life to be changed. He doesn't just want you to come to church on Sunday and give your money.
He wants you to learn about your true self. And
exactly.
that goes with the self-care. Like, he wants you to learn about you.
And he wants you to create the heaven that you're looking for in the sky right here. Because it's obtainable. Right. Whatever you desire is obtainable to you if you have the mind to will it to be. Everything that you have a desire to come from up here and out here, you can do it.
It's but like it takes a man go down to your heart and you can pour it out.
Exactly. My imagination was so strong when it came to this whole podcast, when it came to the decorations, when it came to my ideas. And I was able to take that with the help of God and bring it out.
You're doing good works.
All right, that's my key. Okay, your comment says, y'all sister Tulani Butler said, hey ladies.
Hi.
She also said,
I have your Valentine. I'll see you on Friday. I'll give it to you. It's still in the car.
I hope you at church on Sunday.
She said, "Ooh, you better speak." Gracie Pooh said, "Growth." Eris said, "Growth mindset." Eris also said, "You talking the talk, sis." Sherron A Johnson said, "What they meant for your bad, God made it for your good."
Yep, and I didn't see it at that point, but I'm so glad that I see it now.
Tulani Butler said, "Harmony to shiftness." Eris said, "People come to show you things about yourself, even if those things may hurt. The pain is not in vain." Cleopatra says, "I found this to be so true." Andrea Johnson said, "Now," whatever that means.
Okay.
Tulani Butler said, "I'm sick right now, y'all. Sorry for my absence."
Okay, make sure you're here on Friday, but I'll send your Valentine home with someone. I don't know who to give it to. I'm gonna give it to Prophet David.
And we was talking about growth.
Yeah.
Saying if we grew here.
Yeah.
And just to clear it up. Yeah, just to clear it up. There was nothing wrong at the other home, okay? It was some things, okay? Just so y'all know that there's no shade thrown or anything.
Oh, no.
Sometimes you just have to, sometimes your time is just up in that place. You can't stay in a place that you're not, growing.
You're stagnant there.
Exactly.
It's time to move.
And who knows? This may not be our place the whole time. We never know that. But that's where God steps in, because he's the only one to tell us when to move and how to move. I like that song, Show Me the Way. Because only only God can do it. And I was just listening because, you know, Sherron, she act like everybody's mama. She said to spend more time with God, so I was listening to my church music today. And Center of My Joy came on. And I like that part when she says, guide my feet.
Yeah.
You have to allow God to guide your feet, because every single time we try to do it our way,
it don't work.
It don't work out.
Because God's not in it.
He's not. You trying to do it your way, and then everything just blowing up. You done got in a car accident. You done, your house done blew up. Everything is just going wrong.
Okay. Sherron ran away. What was I gonna say? Oh, I had learned from the high priestess that you can tell your feet where to go, and they'll listen. And I also was learning that how the enemy or negative spirits or whatever, the adversary, let's say the adversary, how it says in the Bible that no weapon formed against you will prosper. They keep saying it will form, but it won't prosper. And it's like you have the power, God gave you the power and dominion over everything, over the good and over the bad. So when it may seem like things are going wrong, you have to remember, like, you have the power to change it. And you have the power to change it around.
And that goes with the financial health.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with my paycheck.
Same.
But I had to take what little God did give me and stretch
Make it work.
I put my savings up.
I
put my gas in the car. That's all I needed. The other stuff don't matter, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be forever straight. So you have to change that situation. Your check was low. All right, I had $1,000. Don't even worry about it. You may not even have that, but the mindset that you do have more money than what you're putting out there.
I used to tell my princesses this all the time. Vonda and them. And she'd be like, I want to go out, but I don't have money. I'm like, oh, it's not money. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah. And that's not even cocky. That's true.
Yeah.
And my mama always told me, just say that you're not broke. You just don't got the funds right now.
I always say I got it.
I can't.
I'm in between blessings.
I'm gonna be truthful. Baby, I only got $28 in my account right now. And that's fine. Because next week I get paid again, so it don't matter.
Do we have questions?
Yes.
Where are they?
I'm sorry.
But I also want to, while she's finding the questions, I'm pretty sure she's writing it herself.
Okay, so they says, the comment says, Eris, no, your mother, Andrea Johnson, says, now is the time. That's what she was trying to say.
Yeah. I knew what you were saying, Queen.
And then Eris said, facts. Got to be open-minded and willing to grow. Gracie said, bye, y'all look so cute. Aww. And then Sherron Johnson told her, we miss and love you so much. She said she love and miss us more. And then Sherron Johnson said, my account on $2.54.
Oh, my Lord. Well, I got a lot of money.
And then Grace said, yes, never broke.
My account always got cash flow.
Yeah.
In and out.
It's okay. Because we do got money. Mm-hmm. We have more than enough.
I'm rich in spirit.
Yes, you have more than enough. And sometimes, even with the self-love stuff, it's making sure that you're not spending too much money just to go out. Yeah. Sometimes spending time at home is good. Cooking for yourself is good because you learn how to cook. I don't know how to cook, but I gotta learn how to cook because I can't go out and buy the fast food that I want to buy.
Yeah. So just remember that self-care isn't just about, how, like you said, the outer appearance. Take the time and take the energy and start preparing yourself for greater. Preparing yourself for better, financially, mentally, physically, yes.
Emotionally.
Especially, you only get one body.
You do. And y'all gotta live y'all life up right now.
And just remember that to get a relationship with God, because that's one of the most important things. And I had to learn that. And also, go ahead. We're wrapping it up. So I just want to say thank you to Prophet David for letting us use the sanctuary to do our Tell the Truth Tuesday. And thank you guys for 600 members again. And thank you for my fill-in social media liaison, Sherron.
No problem. You do have some more comments. Parrish. Oh God, that's because his Scrabble just popped up.
Go ahead.
Eris.
He beat her chest, y'all. Go ahead.
Eris said, period. Y'all doing such a good job. Love the vibes. This was a great episode. Gracie said, definitely rich in spirit. Can't be broke when God keep providing.
Yep.
Period.
Okay, sis.
Yeah.
And she also said to Sherron Johnson, she said, add some zeros to that $2.54. Cleopatra said, wow.
No, but for real, it was a joy to be able to be on here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, we was nervous. We was scared. But I asked God to speak through me.
Very much so, all the time.
Yeah, I
I
asked
said,
him
let
to
my words be your words.
Exactly. I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I hope that y'all did take something out of this. I hope that y'all will take what we said and apply it to your life, because you can't just take advice. It can't go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
And also, stop letting flies get in y'all
Buzz in your
ears.
ear.
Yeah. About yourself. Know that you are beautiful. You are smart. You can go get that car. You can go get that house. You do have more than enough. You can go get that degree. We both in school. We took a break, but because we changed our mindset, now we back in school.
And better than ever.
Exactly. So just every single time you wake up in the morning, thank God for giving you another day to live, and go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm fine.
Word of the day.
Huh?
Word of the day.
Oh, the word of the week. I want to say it's soul care. I took that from somebody else, but it pertains to our topic because he really stole it. I told God about this topic and I talked to him, and that man got out the spirit. But it's soul care.
Okay.
So it's not just about the outside, but the inside. So I have 2 more things. About things that you can do to do physical self-care. Like I said, go to the gym. Emotional self-care is the journaling that we were talking about. Intellectual self-care, read a book. Learn a new language. Stuff like that. Expand your horizon. Spiritual self-care is meditation, going out into nature, go to church, talk to God, do a vision board. And then social self-care is spend time with people that you love, people that have good energy, good vibes. And then sensory self-care, which is like candles and stuff like that. So yeah. Did we cover everything?
Yes. Did you have a book for the week?
The Bible.
I
want
was
you-
gonna say that.
Read Proverbs.
You have comments. It says, Sherron Johnson said, heavy on the apply. Grace said, I love this for y'all. Keep going. I'm about to go get my car with my $20.
Amen.
Sherron
Thank you.
Johnson said, soul care, word of the week. Vita Johnson, which is your auntie, she said, thank God for the truth. Eris said, soul care, love it. Vita Johnson said, thank God for the ladies of truth.
Oh, I love you.
And I also want to say this because I just told them this is my favorite Bible verse because I did not know no Bible, nothing in the Bible. I was so confused when they was talking.
Not confusion.
But just remember anything that you're going through. And Prophet David said this Sunday. Whatever he said. He said it one of these Sundays because I remember it. Although I walk through the shadows of death.
All the time.
I
Yea,
shall-
though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For
That's-
thou art with me, thy right hand side.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Yes.
Very much so. That.
So remember that. It's just a shadow. You can always find the light somewhere. It's always small.
Tulani Butler said, this was beautiful, ladies.
Thank you everybody who tuned in. I really appreciate it. Anything else?
Gracie said, yes, cousin, never know the Bible.
We're getting her together.
Okay.
Surely.
Because I was always holy and sanctified. I just didn't know the Bible.
We're going to go ahead and cut it because...
I do wrong sometimes.
Right. Okay, wait. Do we have everything else? Oh, make sure to add your friends to the page. Follow us on YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat at The Ladies of Drew.
And don't take anything personal because we love you guys.
Oh, everything that we said was meant for the betterment of each and every one of our troopies.
And what we went through.
Right. I didn't talk about nobody else but myself.
Yes, it's
So,
just us.
right.
So no hard feelings to anybody, okay?
So I hope
Love
that
y'all.
we've given you something that's going to edify you and sustain you for the week until we come back next week.
And y'all can put some in the comments of
Yes.
some things y'all did for the week for self-care.
Yeah. You can tell us. I will make a post so y'all can tell us.
Yes.
Okay. I think we're done. We're very much so over time. So let the truth set you free.
If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart, but there's just one thing I need from you. Say I do. Because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, let me make you my